Day 3 of Arizona Wildcats football camp. I'm David Kelly. New head coach Jedd Fisch has been splitting his quarterback reps between Will Plummer, Gunnar Cruz, and newcomer Jordan McLeod. Fisch says so far, though, through 3 practices, no one has separated themselves.
Someone needs to figure out that, whatever that competitive edge is, to find a way to be a difference maker, to just say, you know what, I don't want to be maybe the one, or I don't want to be in the mix. I want to just find a way. And right now we haven't seen the separation we're looking for. Someone needs to separate themselves probably I would hope by next week from tonight.
So how does that happen, Jedd? What do you want to see that person?
Consistency moving the football, consistency of we go, no huddle and we hit 3 or 4 passes. We have a team period and the ball doesn't get on the ground. Go drive down and score a few touchdowns. 7-on-7, there's really no excuse of throwing completions. I mean, the good teams don't throw a lot of incompletions.
Switching to the running backs, Arizona's room is pretty strong at 7 and with a lot of versatility. As you can imagine, ball security is a top priority. After all, running backs coach Scotty Graham carried the ball 364 times in 6 NFL seasons and did not fumble it one time.
There's actually a quote in the running back room: "It's better to die as a young boy than fumble the football."
I mean, it's an easy way to define it. I actually Googled it, how do you teach somebody to hold onto a football? And there's nothing there. Everything you find when you Google is actually how you take a ball. And I think it was important to me. I didn't play a lot. I played fullback in college, so when I got the ball, I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to fumble it. And when I got to the pros, I morphed into a role of a 4th down back, a goal line guy. I got dependable to win the game in the 4th quarter.
Do you guys ever ask him, how did you go through an entire career and not fumble?
It's that mindset. We were actually, the first day at camp, we had a whole presentation, got up in front of showed us how to carry the ball, and it's just really, honestly, what I've learned with being in this program, honestly, football is, obviously it's physical, but that mental edge is very important. You can't neglect that.
He always talk about the 4 pressures of contact, just the wrist, bicep, chest, and then just the last one is just the mental, just mentally you just can't fumble. That's the main important part about just not fumbling.
What does he say when you do?
He tries not to, get too mad or yell, but, you can kind of feel that tension he has of just fumbling. You just kind of don't want to do that.
Jedd Fisch says 3 of his running backs are starting to step to the forefront, with veteran Bam Smith having a role. So don't expect anyone challenging Kadeem Carey's record for 48 carries in a single game.
I think the days of the Emmitt Smiths and the days of just giving 28 to 32 carries to one guy has kind of gone by the wayside. I think we'll try to, it's running back by committee, hot hand, maybe not, but I think there's a role for more than certainly 2 running backs.
Why have those days gone by the wayside in your mind?
I just think longevity of careers, and I just think that, you just kind of build it a little differently, you play a little differently. You've got more guys that have different skill sets, and the system's not as, they're just built differently right now.
And that's a wrap for day 3. Your Wildcats back on the field for practice number 4 Monday night at 6:30. I'm David Kelly. Stay with us here at News 4 Tucson for your most in-depth continuing coverage of Arizona football.